state's insane. I'm on my way out.
Yeah.
As that came out.
No, and I don't blame you, Kathy, and God bless you, and you're going to love Tennessee, and thank you for your call. And then the Mayor de Blasio there in New York, dovetailing with the bail reform law, my understanding is a lot of these people they are having to let out because of the state law that was passed, apparently to try to, coax them into showing up for the court date. Hey, I'll give you this gift card, that gift card. How about some tickets to see a Mets game? It's crazy. It's crazy. And then the big unreported crime about New York City that the rest of the country has no idea about is all the violent attacks on Jewish folks in New York City. And you have people like, I hope I'm saying his name right, Dov Hikind, former state legislator there and the leader of a large Jewish organization in New York City, saying that Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio, you're not doing anything about this. You have people being attacked because they're Jewish, and you're not doing anything about this. You're going in the wrong direction on this. We're going to try to hold you accountable. And God bless them. I hope they do hold them accountable. All right, let me go to Bob in New York City, listening on the great 77 WABC. You're on the Mark Levin Show. Doc Washburn filling in. What you got, Bob?
Hey, Doc, thank you for taking my call. You mentioned that Romney came to the conclusion that Trump, that the only reason that Trump wanted to investigate because of political or personal reasons. And he laid out
it's inconceivable to Romney there's any other reason, yes.
Right, but he came to that conclusion. He explained how he did it, which was completely faulty. He said he went out and he said Joe Biden did this, Hunter Biden did that, and it was poor judgment, a conflict of interest, but that's not a crime. And therefore, he concluded that because it's not a crime, that it's impossible that could be a reason why Trump would want to investigate, which is ridiculous. If you're a cop standing on a block and you notice a bank robbery a block away, you see a guy running by with a ski mask and a bag of money. And you say, well, a ski mask is legal. You can wear a ski mask and you can run. That's
absolutely. Absolutely.
No problem carrying money. So no reason to investigate.
Right. Because just because there's smoke, I'm convinced there's no fire because, a fine upstanding guy like Joe Biden, I mean, there's no way in the world they actually commit any crimes over there, right?
I mean, with Hunter Biden taking $1 million with no experience, we know the whole story.
Yeah.
The bottom line is reasonable suspicion is what caused the police officer to go into your car and take a look around. He's got reasonable suspicion.
Yeah.
If Romney disagrees with Trump that there was reasonable suspicion over here with regard to the whole Biden-Burisma story, that's his prerogative. But that disagreement does not give him the authority, the ability, or I don't know what you would call it, but to actually impeach a president, turn over an election because he disagrees about whether this is reasonable suspicion? Doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Bob, great call from New York City. I appreciate that. Speaking of Biden, Biden was asked about the whole situation of Romney deciding that Trump was wrong, looking into the apparent conflict of interest there in Ukraine, and Biden had an unusual take on it. Mr. Producer, let's go with cut number 64. Go.
And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun.
Oh no!
And the kids used to come to the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap, and I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Why do you think Biden is in fourth place there in the Iowa caucus? Oh, that's just old Joe. I got to pull myself together. It's the Mark Levin Show. Doc Washburn, the great honor of filling in for the great one on such an historic evening, and more is coming up straight ahead.
Mark Levin. AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is one of the fastest-growing organizations in America, now over 2 million conservative members strong, and I'm one of them. AMAC believes in and stands up for the values that we constitutional conservatives care about. More than talk, AMAC fights. A full-time presence in Washington, AMAC pushes back against reckless spending, disasters like Medicare for All, and the expanding reach of the federal government. And beyond advocacy, joining AMAC gives you access to a wealth of benefits and discounts, including special member-only rates on car insurance, travel discounts, cell phone plans, and a hell of a lot more. And if that's not enough, you'll get AMAC's bi-monthly magazine, full of insightful articles on issues that matter to most of us, we conservatives. As I said, I'm an AMAC member, and you should be too. Join today at amac.us. That's AMAC.us. Stop supporting the liberal agenda that the other 50-plus organization has been pushing for. Join AMAC instead. AMAC.us.
All right, Doc Washburn filling in for the great one on this historic night in which the President of the United States, regardless of what Pelosi, Schumer, or anybody else says, is acquitted forever. I like the way that sounds. Almost sound like that Space Ghost drop there, right? What was it? Don't do something or I'll hurt you. I love when I hear the voice of Space Ghost, but that's a whole nother show. All right, let's see, 877-381-3811. Let me go with Ruth in Summers Point, New Jersey. Listen to the great WABC. Ruth, you're on the Mark Levin Show. Doc Washburn filling in. What you got?
Good evening. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, ma'am.
Regarding the speech last night, I thought it was great. Regarding the tearing up of the speech, was disgusting and childish. Right. And there is something else that Nancy Pelosi, I believe, should have thought about. That speech was handed to her by the president to be part of the record of the House of Representatives. She didn't tear up her personal speech. She tore up the speech that belonged to the House of Representatives.
Yeah, I believe it's against the law to destroy official government records, and I believe that's what she did.
I absolutely believe that.
Yeah. Well, I hope she'll be held accountable. Let's see. Which one of us needs to call Attorney General William Barr on that? Well, perhaps someone...
He's a very busy man these days.
I know. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait till John Durham's revelations come out late spring, early summer. But that's a whole other show, too. Ruth, great call. God bless you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. Let me go with... Tom in Glendora, California. Listen to the great AM 870, The Answer. Tom, you're on the Mark Levin Show. Doc Washburn, fill in. What you got?
Hey, Doc, you are doing a great job filling in for the great one.
Well, I appreciate it. I wish we had more time. We got about 30 seconds. Go for it.
2 quick points in 30 seconds. All we needed in this impeachment circus was a few live kangaroos. That's number one. Number two, I thank you, Nancy Pelosi. You so disgraced the Democrat Party and proved what real selfish partisans you are. Your egregious, unbelievable disrespect that you showed by tearing up that beautiful speech, probably the best State of the Union address ever by President Trump. You've helped to reelect the best president we've had. You've helped to take off socialism. Thank you, Nancy.
All right. Thank you, Tom, for being the last caller. Appreciate you. Yeah, a kangaroo court. All right. I'm Doc Washburn. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook. Such an honor. Thank you so much to the great one, Mark Levin, for allowing me to fill in once again. See you next time.